An admitted killer found not guilty by reason of insanity is likely headed to a psychiatric hospital. We're learning more tonight about the future of Cody Metzker-Madsen. Good evening, I'm Megan Matthews.
And I'm Craig DeGrelli. First, the Iowa Department of Corrections will evaluate 18-year-old Cody Metzker-Madsen. Senior reporter Jake Wasikowski is live with details. Jake?
Craig and Megan, I spoke with a person familiar with the process and with Metzker-Madsen's case. He says because of his violent history and mental health issues, it's unlikely he would be out on the streets anytime soon, if ever.
My own world is pretty hard to explain.
Cody Metzker-Madsen says he lives in his own world, full of fantasy games with ninjas, goblins, and symbols over people's heads that tell him if he can trust them. But that fake reality is what led a judge to deem him not guilty by reason of insanity for killing 5-year-old Dominic Elkins behind their foster parents' home in August 2013. He admitted to beating Dominic with a brick and drowning him, believing he was a goblin. Metzker-Madsen says he never remembers any of his violent outbursts that have been documented for years.
Now I know that I did hurt Dominic.
You killed him?
Yes.
Cody Metzker-Madsen appeared to be unaffected by the gravity of his acts against Dominic.
The ruling doesn't mean he'll be able to walk out of the courthouse and go to a mental health facility. In fact, Metzker-Madsen will now go to Oakdale Prison in Coralville to see if he has a mental illness and to figure out if he poses a danger to himself or others. Drake University professor Robert Rigg, who's followed this case, says both answers are obviously yes.
He will receive treatment, but from my understanding, the prognosis is not good for him in terms of his mental health being restored or he not becoming a danger to himself or others.
Metzker-Madsen would be one of 3 people at Oakdale found not guilty by reason of insanity. Riggs says the teen's age may play a factor in where he goes, but he sees Metzker-Madsen staying at Oakdale for decades.
This young man is, mentally handicapped. That is not going to change.
Metzker-Madsen has been diagnosed with oppositional defiant disorder, ADHD, and epilepsy, plus his mother smoked meth through the first trimester of his pregnancy. He is still at the Harrison County Jail, and the Iowa DOC says they may not have a bed for him at Oakdale right now. Reporting live in the News Center, Jake Wasikowski, KMTV Action 3 News.
All right, Jake, very, very sad all the way around there.